Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
I'm
What
at
were we
the
doing?
witch farm over
Were we
here.
like digging something?
We're just making a farm. Just gonna grow a little bit of wheat.
A farm, you say?
Just a small amount of wheat. Had anything stolen lately?
Not lately. Though, you know, it's funny because I built a box over the weekend.
You built a box.
I built a
No,
box.
that's right. You said you were gonna make like a mailbox, basically.
Yeah, and I shoved it in the corner. I designed it to fit specifically in the one corner outside my house. I couldn't have bought a custom one because I couldn't have bought a standard one because it's just a weird like triangle area that I was taking up at the. You know, you see my porch.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you looked at it, but it's not like squared off. So if I was going to maximize any space, I had to build it custom, and it's still not that big. But I finally got it built, and didn't turn out perfect, but it turned out okay. So I'm going to see how that works. But it was funny because my neighbor, who's got like a big covered porch, as opposed to mine is, you know, not a covered porch. He's got the big covered porch like flat across, so he's got like a swinging bench and stuff out there. He actually bought a box from some place that specifically is for, you know, to try to deter package thieves, and says something on it about, you know, place all packages in here to the UPS and all the package delivery people. And the first thing I asked him was, I said, what's the rate of them using it? He said, well, it's about 70%. Which is
That's
better
pretty
than
good.
Yeah, it's better than I thought it was going to be. He goes, sometimes it's funny because you'll still have a package that they basically just put at the door, which is right next to the box that says place all packages in this box. He just put it by the door, like, for everybody to see. He's like, but, you know, it's okay. He goes, the weird thing is, last Sunday, I guess, he goes, I was sitting inside my house watching football, and I looked out the window, and some guy walked up to the porch and opened it up looking for packages while he was home.
Wow.
And he said he chased him down the street and caught up to him, and he was an older guy, and he, you know, didn't want to actually like physically fight somebody, but he caught him and he confronted him, and he said it was like ridiculous stories that changed from, he at first said he was looking for work, and then he started talking about how he lost his dollar, and that's what
I lost my dollar in your box and my job.
But I mean, so I'm not even sure anymore after that, like, is it going to help that much if somebody in the middle of a Sunday when he was home had the balls to just like go up to the porch and open it up?
I'm not surprised. I mean, I think those kind of people assume that no one's ever home, basically. Like the guy that robbed my house, I was in the house asleep, and it took him getting all the way to my bedroom before he realized he made a mistake. So, yeah, I don't know.
I can't fight anything in here because, like, an arrow does not fly up my bow for like 5 seconds after I release it. It is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, there's just accept it.
I honestly don't think that the server update fixed anything. I bet you what it was just the, you know, stopping and restarting the server for the first time.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
it seems like restarting it'll make it okay for a very short period of time.
Yeah, does this thing have like nightly resets or anything?
No.
Like, being nighttime, I can't even get to where I can start digging because there's enemies around, and they're just they're so ridiculously fast. I don't know what to do.
Wow, very interesting. Do you go to sleep?
Yeah. Are you anywhere near a bed?
I'm over here with you.
It's Like, I don't know if I can fly back up there. We should get some beds
can't.
down here.
That's a new idea.
Oh my god, I like took off, sort of, but it was like not true.
You're gonna die now.
I don't even know what's happening at this point. Whoa! I am gonna die, but to the stupid spider because I can't tell what's happening to me. I'm probably dead right now. I have no idea because I'm fighting a spider and I keep randomly taking damage like after I'm long away from him because
you're not dead on my screen yet.
That's good. I think I managed to escape.
So I've uploaded all my episodes and I'm like even scheduled all the way up until the end of our last session.
Which is, when do you have it scheduled till? Because I don't even know if my dates are right anymore. But I think my last one is.
I mean,
our
videos went out at the same time. The same episode did yesterday.
Oh, did? Okay, so we are on track. Because I kept getting off myself, and since you were
I went around with yours basically, so I got caught up with you.
I was gonna say, because since you were so far behind at the time, I didn't just try to play catch up and put like 5 out of like in a day. I was just like, I'll start from here and be going. But we are coming up to, like you said, I'd have to look at the number. What number would this one be from mine? Because we're coming up to
like 190 or something like that.
This will be 191 is what we're recording right now. So we have almost recorded for, it's been over a year that we've been playing Vanilla MindCrack.
You know, Breon said the other day that he wants us to reset the server for 114, and I was like, no, get out of here.
Let's finish this and just reset the server. Let's wait until Beef comes back and gets really engaged, and then let's reset the server.
I don't think Beef's ever coming back. Yeah, I thought that was real funny though. What I'm doing.
Why is there a sign here? Oh wait,
because the lava above us. Remember?
Oh, I didn't realize the sign was below. I thought the sign was like up top.
So what do you think, since we got Thanksgiving coming up, what dishes are a requirement for Thanksgiving? Obviously the turkey.
Plates.
No.
Occasionally bowls.
Fucker.
Forks, maybe. Spoons, you can probably get away with.
A fork is not a dish, Jeff. If you're going to try to be a smart ass, you can at least stick to dishes. No, but for real, like what food? Let me rephrase this for the new dad in the fucking call.
In my opinion, when it's Thanksgiving, stuffing I think is like just a requirement because stuffing is delicious. And
how do you feel about people that make hams or like roast beef?
I was gonna get there in a minute because the sides are what I think. Like another thing is the cranberry sauce, which is something in my family at least traditionally we didn't have until.
Really? No cranberry sauce?
Unless it was Thanksgiving. We didn't traditionally have cranberry sauce on other days. Like, we could make even a turkey one day, and we wouldn't have cranberry sauce that went with it, you know? It's just...
So I did that. My family was like that, too, but as an adult, I have cranberry sauce often, because I really like it. And so, like, anytime I make, like pork tenderloin, it's definitely cranberry sauce. Any kind of pork, I always try to, pair some cranberry sauce with it. But if I make a turkey, then I eat cranberry sauce a lot.
So the thing I was going to say about that, though, is those are, in my opinion, are 2 requirements on Thanksgiving. And then the rest of it kind of depends on what is the main dish that you're serving. And it's so funny because I personally love ham sandwiches. I think ham sandwiches are delicious. Any like sub, anything like that, I expect it to have ham because that is the best. I'm not the biggest fan of cooked ham.
Wait, what do you mean? You like it raw?
I like it raw. I like it. Well, I guess it was cooked and then cold. It's like what ham.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say you should not eat raw pork, Jeff.
It's just I grabbed the pig and I'm just like, oh, delicious. No, but I want a cold sandwich. I don't like a big slab of just cooked ham. I'm not to say that it's not that I dislike it. I don't hate the taste of ham when it's cooked or anything like that. I will eat it and still enjoy it, but it is not preferable. Did have one of the guys at the fire station make a giant ham roast in a pressure cooker a couple weeks ago, and that turned out to be freaking delicious though. But I want a turkey or a chicken, and I always get upset when I go to a place that has replaced that with a ham, and the main dish is the ham.
For Thanksgiving or just in general? Okay.
Well, I guess in general, but especially on Thanksgiving, because on Thanksgiving...
So for me, Christmas is ham time.
Gorging. So for me, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I grew up in a family that we didn't celebrate holidays on holidays that much because of my parents' professions. My dad being a police officer, my mom being a nurse, they often picked up shifts on the holidays to get like overtime and holiday pay and all that stuff. So we were used to doing random days to celebrate whenever we could get something together. And instead of doing the traditional stuff, we're a big prime rib family. So my mom loved to make prime rib for us because that's what we all love.
See, I know a lot of people that do prime rib on either Christmas or Thanksgiving.
We'll do it.
We'll do it on whichever one. It has to be turkey.
Yeah, we'll do it on both, all of the above. You know, whatever we can. But Thanksgiving was a little bit more reliably. We would have Thanksgiving dinner either like the day before or the day of, and I think a lot of that might have just been like big tradition in Michigan is Thanksgiving is for eating a super early meal because you were watching the football game.
How early? Super early.
12:30 the game starts, so 1 o'clock or so you get food while watching the football game. Detroit Lions always play at the 12:30 game on Thanksgiving, so it's like a Michigan tradition, and that's something that we would like to sit down and watch football. So
right. So I always think it's weird because the old people here they like to eat at like 12 or whatever. And when I was growing up, it was always like, I mean, everyone always watched the football game, but you would start that or whatever, and then like there'd be like snack like cheese or stuff like that. But like the actual meal would happen around 4, basically. It was whenever I was growing up. But what? So we agree. Turkey should be the thing, the main meat.
Yeah, if you're going turkey ham, yes. If you're going like anything, fuck prime rib, man, all the way. get that prime rib out.
So what about like a goose or some of that type of stuff?
So never had a goose cooked at home. I don't think. I've had like duck and stuff at the restaurants, but I don't think I've ever had goose or duck or anything like that home cooked, so I'm not 100% certain. I think I would. That's probably be fine with me because for one, I think it's going to taste a lot like turkey anyway. It's just a more expensive turkey replacement.
A more expensive. I mean, goose doesn't really. It's more gamey. But yeah, it's okay. So what are your sides that you have to have? Because I've learned a few things. Talked about this over the years with other people.
Mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce.
Okay.
I'm always like, give me mashed potatoes. I just love mashed potatoes all the time. Like my family.
Well, yeah, turkey gravy is the best.
Anyway,
best gravy, turkey gravy. So you got to have mashed potatoes because turkey gravy. So with your cranberry sauce, are you the make it fresh with fresh cranberries or can?
So it's kind of funny because I think the first couple times I ever had cranberry sauce, it was obviously out of a can and. Fine. Pretty much every place I've ever gone for a Thanksgiving dinner or any Thanksgiving dinner I've ever participated in since, I think there's always been both.
Okay. So I've made it myself and I prefer can. Do you like whole berry or just juice?
I definitely like, oh my God, I can't get my elytra to open up at all. Canned, I definitely like just juice. But the homemade stuff that I've had, there's been a lot of whole berry, and I think it's good.
I normally get whole berry canned now. That's my go-to. All right, so we mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, stuffing. What else?
Oh God, yeah. So I used to do after I was like in college and stuff, we'd have like the Friendsgiving or whatever, and everybody comes over for a second Thanksgiving meal later in the night, and everybody brings a dish. And I always had friends that brought au gratin potatoes and green bean casserole, and I was never a big fan of.
I hate green bean casserole.
I'm trying to think of what else they're possibly like. I mean, there's unlimited possibilities, but what is traditionally a like Thanksgiving side that would show up?
So in my family, we always had mac and cheese. There was crockpot mac and cheese, and apparently that's a North Carolina thing.
I don't think I've ever been to a Thanksgiving dinner that had mac and cheese.
Yeah, like I've talked about this before in videos. People are like, "What?" And I looked it up, and it's a thing that apparently only happens here.
I will be 100% honest. I love mac and cheese. I love just standard old box Kraft mac and cheese. Just as much like, well, at the fire station, people think they're splurged. Like, you can't get the box, Kraft mac and cheese. That's disgusting. Let's get the Velveeta instead, because that's real stuff.
I hate the Velveeta stuff.
Well, it's all still random, like, cheap stuff that you buy at the store that is, like, instant cooked type of deal. And I'm not a fan of the Velveeta stuff. I don't think it tastes that good. I have never, and this is saying it so bad, I have never gone to a place where somebody had homemade mac and cheese that I thought it had any flavor to it.
Oh man, I need to cook you my mac and cheese.
I mean, it would probably be delicious. I've had definitely mac and cheese homemade style at a restaurant that I'm assuming it was truly homemade, because these weren't like the restaurants that are probably microwaving the shit in the back, you know, like fancier restaurants that have been phenomenal. But I've never, like, every place that I've gone to that somebody had a crock pot of mac and cheese, it tasted like nothingness.
Oh man, mine is it's so good. I promise it has lots of flavor and it's best.
Do you
best
add
mac
like meat or pork fat or something to it?
No. The only fat in there would be butter. But it's like, you know, the pack of macaroni, and then it's got evaporated milk, powdered mustard, 5 eggs, ground mustard. Not a lot. It's like a teaspoon of ground mustard. Salt and pepper on each layer.
What kind of cheese?
Regular milk, cheddar, and then I top it with Swiss. Like cheddar on every layer, and then you top it with Swiss.
Out of curiosity, what are the eggs for in mac and cheese?
They become eggs. I mean, they kind of like bind it. They bind it more, I guess. Like I said, it's a pack of mac and cheese, 5 eggs, a cup of milk, a can of evaporated milk. I think the evaporated milk adds a lot of flavor. It's like 3, close to 4 cups of cheddar cheese. You just layer the stuff in the crock pot as you go, and you pour all that liquid that I said over top of it afterwards. Like you layer the cooked macaroni in the crock pot, salt and pepper it, and then cheddar, and then another layer, and just keep doing this until you're done. Then you pour all the other stuff I just said over top of it, and then you put a layer of Swiss on top of that.
So besides just having a decent amount of ingredients in it, it's not complex. It's not like a hard-to-make dish.
No, and anyone could do this. It's very easy to do. And it's just 3 hours in the crock pot, and it's done. And it's damn good.
Have you thought of a way to instant pot it and make it?
I've thought about that. And last year I also tried. I tried making it. I thought about trying the instant pot. And last year I made it in single serve dishes in little crocks. And then cooked it in the oven.
Like the shoe?
I didn't put it in a shoe. No.
The crock.
You know, no, like, you know, like the kind of stuff like French onion soup is served in, like a crock, you know.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I tried that last year. It was a little bit dry, so I wouldn't do that again. I was just trying to think how I could make it ahead of time and put it in the refrigerator, so that I wouldn't have to worry. I don't know. I just tried a bunch of different things last year to simplify it, but I've decided not to do that again. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's really funny because the guy at the fire station does a lot of cooking that I said made that really good ham thing in the pressure cooker. Was some citizen got the fire station a gift of a giant instant pot, like a big one. And so this guy's been cooking a lot. He really likes to like increase his culinary talent by cooking for the fire station all the time. So he's become like the chef 3 or 4 nights a week. And when he started using the Instant Pot, he'd never used one before, so I was kind of walking him through like how it works, and he just bought the ham for it, and it turned out so good. Like, he's addicted to the Instant Pot now, and he cooked another Instant Pot meal like yesterday, and it was also very good. But I told him, I was like, the one thing you're gonna run into if you keep using the Instant Pot is everything you put in it. Keep in mind, it's all gonna come out pretty much tasting the same. You just got to make sure, like, it melds the flavors of everything together, and as long as that's the plan, that's fine. But you got to start adding some, a little variety to it. Like, it was a beef stroganoff type thing, so we had separate noodles, but then all the beef, the carrots, and all the potatoes and all that stuff. And I was like, this dish is great for it, but if you start getting into other things, it's all going to have, like, one note here.
Yeah, you got to tell him about boiling his eggs. Speaking of eggs, deviled eggs, that's a requirement for Thanksgiving, I feel.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever had them on Thanksgiving, but...
Really?
Well, I can't guarantee that. I'm the person, and I don't know if it's because it's easy or it's because I love them or a mix of both. If I have to bring a dish somewhere, I always bring deviled eggs because, for one, they're relatively easy to make, and for two, I love them. So,
well, I grew to hate making deviled eggs because of the difficulty of peeling eggs, because I always get like organic eggs and they're they're the shells. Like farm raised eggs are just harder to peel because their diet is better, basically.
Right.
So until I cut the Instapot and realized how much easier that makes everything, I kind of stopped making deviled eggs unless I was forced to. But now with the Instapot, making boiled eggs that just fall out of the shell, I'm back to making deviled eggs. All right. So just and then I guess normal vegetables. That's a normal thing, like green beans, corn. Do you like corn creamed or just standard, or how do you like your corn?
I mean, for the most part, I will eat any corn. I prefer some creamed corn, and I think that's only because I don't get it that often. Because I have lots of corn. Like we get a lot of fresh corn out here, and have corn on the cob or cut it off the cob and just serve it that way. I just don't get creamed corn that much, so I think I like it because I don't get it that often. I don't think
I've never had a taste for the cream corn personally, but
I don't even know what it is that creams it.
Cream.
Is it literally cream? Because it doesn't look.
Yes.
If you buy it out of the can, it does not look like it's cream per se.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you made cream corn yourself at home. Yes, it would be cream. But I don't actually know what's going on in the can. I'm sure it's some milk product there. What about sweet potato casserole?
I'm not a sweet potato fan.
Oh. Huh.
So,
okay. Well, the next question was going to be, do you like marshmallow top or pecan top on your sweet potato casserole? But I guess you don't like either.
The only thing I've ever seen is a marshmallow top. I didn't know you could do a pecan top.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can do whatever you want to do. Like it's
you could do anything.
It's always gonna exist, but
possibilities are endless. I'm a pecan top kind of guy myself. Marshmallows are fine, but I prefer the pecan top. The trick to a good sweet potato casserole is the orange zest. You gotta put the orange zest in it. I don't think a lot of people realize that it makes such a big difference. Let's see what else. I always make asparagus casserole as well, which is basically just asparagus, cream mushroom soup. Asparagus? No, because green bean casserole has shitty fried onions on top of it. Green bean casserole is just the worst dish that's been ever created, honestly, in my opinion.
Why doesn't asparagus casserole have fried onions?
Asparagus casserole it's kind of like a broccoli casserole or any of those other kinds of casseroles.
Why don't those have fried onions on them? I would have always assumed every type of casserole was the same with the replacement of...
No. Asparagus casserole tastes good.
No.
No, asparagus casserole is just canned asparagus, cream and mushroom soup on top of that, cheese on top of that, and then Ritz crackers and butter mixed together for the crust. And that's it. You bake it. You ever made a Ritz cracker crust?
No.
Ritz crackers make a fantastic crust.
They also make a fantastic dipping utensil in peanut butter and other cracker type items.
Don't you remember at Slice last year? I made that pan fried chicken with the Ritz cracker crust.
I mean, I guess I must have had it, and it must have been delicious. But I guess I don't remember. I don't know if I just didn't realize or if I just don't remember that it was. I'm assuming it's just that I don't remember that it was.
Because Ritz crackers are kind of buttery in themselves already.
I mean, it makes sense. I get it. I just never even I don't even know if I've ever seen a Chopped episode where they did that, and I'm kind of surprised, but I probably have.
Yeah, try it sometime. Just crush them up and then mix them with some butter and bread something with them or whatever. It's good. It's real good. Yeah, that's how I make my asparagus casserole. And then rolls, I guess, are necessary. I don't think what else.
Are you trying to plan a menu and seeing if I had anything that you didn't?
No, I was honestly just curious. I've finished my shopping. But do you? So whatever y'all cook at your house for Thanksgiving, what do y'all stay at your house and cook, or what do y'all do for Thanksgiving?
So now we've gone to. So Julia's grandmother had lived in Pennsylvania before, and she was a quadriplegic when she passed away 2 years ago. Had been for 60 years, but she couldn't go anywhere, so we always did Thanksgiving at her house. And now last year was the first year that since she's been gone, and since it was Julia's dad's mom, he's all about like hosting the Thanksgiving dinner. He was the only child too. He was all about hosting Thanksgiving dinner, a big family one at their place in Ohio, because he finally has the freedom to be able to, you know, not ever get everybody go to Pennsylvania anymore.
Right.
And so that's where we went last year. And that's where we're going this year.
Okay. So you're not responsible for cooking anything then, really?
No, but we did cook a big Thanksgiving dinner, like a Friendsgiving dinner 2 years ago. And it was just a lot of the stuff that I said. I think there was like, you know, people brought over like, Julie cooked the turkey and had people bring over like everything else, and things showed up, you know, like, you know, the, you know, pumpkin pies, sweet potato pies, all that stuff like just got brought over, stuffing, this, that, the other. So
I was gonna ask if you're a baked turkey kind of guy or a deep fried turkey. How you like your turkey?
Never had a deep fried turkey.
So my uncle used to always do the deep fried turkey, and it was really good. And I was gonna do it this year. That giant ass pot I got.
You do have a giant pot for it, yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna wait a year because I'm just 2 people relying on my Thanksgiving this year. So I'm gonna do something I know. I'll test it throughout the year and perfect the deep frying of a turkey before next year.
I mean, so I heard you make sure the turkey is as frozen as possible. You drop it into from as high of a distance as you possibly can.
You kind of like use like a basketball, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Make sure it's sitting just to protect like the side of, you know, the neighbors or something from heat. Make sure it's like tucked right up against next to the garage door. The vinyl siding is pretty good.
Or if you have like a log.
I knew I wasn't escaping out of there.
If you have like a log pile or something, if you have like a wood burning stove, just put it right beside the log pile. Really.
Yeah. Definitely.
Or maybe like if you have a spare gas for a generator, just stick it right beside the gasoline.
Yeah, well, that way, just, you know, you can douse it. You know, and people don't realize like, you know, gasoline will douse out a grease fire without a problem.
Yeah, it's just the best way, really.
Puts it right out. Firefighter.
You should keep a big thing of gasoline in your kitchen in case you ever have a grease fire.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't understand why most people don't do this already. Disclaimer, people, we're being facetious. Don't go blaming us when you burn down your house with that.
So have you ever brine your turkey? You ever brine turkey?
Yeah, Julia tried that. We get a big cooler and tried it. I've heard mixed results on whether brining actually does anything or not. And it's funny because she goes the Alton Brown method. I guess he's got a big thing about turkey brining. But I thought he was also the one who discovered that brining doesn't actually work.
So I have tried both with and without brining, and I say, and this is with a turkey breast. I took 2 turkey breasts, same product, everything. Tried one brine and one not, and I could tell a noticeable difference, like in flavor, and in texture of the meat and juiciness of the meat.
Can you come over toward me? I'm just right down here on this layer by you, but the opposite side of where the drop off is.
Oh yeah, okay.
These are the guys I need dead, so that I can go claim my stuff.
Oh, okay. Another thing I do is I put a cheesecloth over the turkey, and I keep it soaked with a wine butter mixture for most of the cooking, and I take that off for the last hour and let the skin get crispy. And that seems to hold in the moisture of the turkey.
Might be able to at least grab. Oh god, somebody just put on my stuff. Oh god, oh my god!
You've made a huge mistake.
I did. I was just trying to pick up the elytra at least to refresh it, which I have done, but I'm going to die. Like, I didn't realize, like, I guess all the skeletons hadn't spawned in on my screen, so it didn't look like there was that many skeletons down there. I thought I was going to be able to run around and, like, avoid things, and I just started getting pummeled with arrows. But at least the elytra's been refreshed.
Yeah. I've killed everything down here now, too, so you can...
I'm running back down. Is there, the guy that was wearing all my stuff, he's dead, too.
Everybody's dead.
And I was going to say, before this episode ends, a lot of people were probably wondering why I kept going through the same chests over and over and over and over again up top in the random stuff chest. I was throwing a bunch of blocks away, and I accidentally threw away my stack of TNT in there, and I wanted to get it back out, and 2 of them showed up in the random stuff chest, and none of the other ones did. So I don't understand where they could have gone, but that's why I checked the same chest over and over and over again.
All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody.
All
Jeff
right, guys.
is gonna get his stuff back safely here.
Getting my stuff. See ya.
Bye.